Hello everyone, my name is SiC, welcome back to Factorio. I really wanted to get started with making artillery and artillery shells, but the research simply isn't continuing, and that is because I found out we are actually missing a science bottle. The yellow science is actually filling up now, which is really nice to see. The problem though is that we are no longer getting military research bottles. And the fact, or the reason for that is because we have a changed recipe. We no longer need the turrets, we need walls. That is a little bit frustrating. Anyway, let's see. So this goes over to here, down to there. I see. Okay, so we can get rid of that one, though we will keep an extra belt over here. We will get rid of this belt over here, because this is going somewhere else. I don't know exactly where it is going right now off the top of my head, but let us see. We will suck up all the turrets that are on this belt. There's a couple more that we need to get. Alright, that should be all the turrets gone. Now we need to make sure we get walls over here. Also, I really want to double check where this is going, so let's have a look. Ah, it's being loaded onto a train. No, yeah. Actually, yes, it is being loaded onto the train. I was looking at the red ammo for a moment, but of course I remembered that we're supposed to be looking at the turrets. Anyway, we need walls, and the walls are being made up to the north. Over here somewhere, yeah. Alright, there it is. More stuff is being destroyed. Well, basically we need to reroute this over to the north. So we could get an underground belt right here. These guys can still pick this off from where we need it. Oh, look at that. We have a lot of stone bricks in storage, man. Anyway, I'm going to run this down, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, well, this is fixed. The walls should be filtered into the correct side of the belts. Yes, indeed they are. Alright, and now military science should be produced again. Alright, now once this stuff is being brought over, it's going to take a little while because it has a bit of a way to go. But, yeah, once it does make its way over to the research center, this is going to start up again, and we should have artillery trains pretty soon. So I'm going to hold on for a little while and stop playing until the research is done, but I will see you guys in just a second. Well, we finally made it, so it is time to start making artillery shells. Finally! I've been looking forward to this for ages. Alright, so we have artillery shells right there. These, of course, will also be set to producing this stuff. And then we will have provider chests. 2 of them. We will have, of course, inserters. Now, I don't know if I really want a limit for this. I mean, do we... well, this is a pretty good limit. We can fill up an entire chest, and once that is full, I mean, wow. Right? Everything else stacks, except for this. Oop, that was a little bit crazy. So we will have, how many slots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 48. So, 86, 96... 96 artillery shells, wow. We can also change this icon to actually be an artillery shell. There we go. And then of course we need to run over to our artillery cannons, or where we are going to produce them anyway. Meanwhile though, let us make sure that we research something else. Laser turret shooting speed maybe. Portable fusion reactor, that would be super nice. Power armor Mark II. Physical projectile damage 6. Lots of nice stuff, really. Shouldn't think about this too much. Rocket control unit. We're going to need it, so why not? For now, though, let us check out this place right here. This is where we will make our artillery turrets. And I think we set the limit to these. Yes, we have indeed. This requires a lot of stuff. We require 20 advanced circuits, 30 concrete, 40 iron gear wheels, 60 steel plates. So it's going to take a little while before our inserters have actually gathered up all the materials that are actually required. Now this doesn't seem to be backed up, which is interesting. I don't know why that is not being backed up. Because it should be split evenly. It is split up. I see. Interesting. Okay, so we can back this up. That will lead to increased production of this stuff. Alright then. Look at that stuff. It's being produced very, very slowly. Let's see, we have productivity modules, energy consumption plus 40, extra products at a cost of increased energy. Oh, this would be interesting for this, I guess. And we don't really need it, because again, we don't really need that much of this stuff. But that is artillery gun number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is awesome. And immediately the next one is being made. I don't know how much this stacks. Maybe it doesn't even stack. We'll see. Alright, so I guess what we will do is have a look at where we want to start clearing out the enemy. We want to have iron ore first and foremost. We need to find a decent ore patch. We haven't been able to find one so far. We have plenty of good, really good copper. We have some good coal. This is 500,000 of iron ore. I think we saw something before. 1 million, 1.0 million. I might as well go for the 500,000. This is going to sustain us for a little bit, and we need an extra income of iron ore to the north anyway. So, oh yeah, power is being drawn. Alright, so we are going to start making some artillery along this side. I think this will be nice. So, we will make a basic design that we can make a blueprint out of. Right, these can only really fire one thing at a time. These things are quite slow, so I think we can actually, you know what, no, why skimp on this, right? We have the fast inserters, so let's not do anything weird or crazy here. Right, what else do we want? Of course we need to have 5 requester chests, so we will make 5 of those. We will want to have walls around it, some turrets, maybe some of its own power supply would be awesome to have. Right, so the robots will be responsible for bringing over the artillery. So we are going to take... See, that is a lot of overspill that we don't really need. Alright, so we will have that. We will get walls, like I said. We will also get some laser turrets, because, well, it's kind of important to have those. When we set these up on the frontier, I mean. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm creating a blueprint that we can copy and paste once we are out on the frontier. Oop. So lots of these things. Yeah. Alright, that should be enough of that for now. Alright, then of course we would need to have power supplies. Now, and I'm thinking we should have a separate power supply for this thing. So we need to have solar panels. We need to have accumulators. We could actually use an extra artillery cannon here, maybe. So let's say we can stop requesting underground pipes. You don't need a lot of those. We can say we always want to have 5 artillery cannons. Yeah. Alright, so then now the tricky thing about this, of course, is that well, it's going to be a little bit problematic when these things start firing and we haven't produced any power or sufficient power yet for the defenses. This is going to be the dangerous part. So we are going to cram as many of these things in here as we can possibly cram. I guess we will also add in some more things over here. So this is going to be an ugly mess, but we're just looking for effectiveness here, and we need space, right? We need excellent power production. We also need storage. So let's say we need one of these over here. And again, this is also, I can copy and paste this later. Also, we can get rid of this stuff right there. Alright, I'm going to continue setting this up and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, well, my base is built and I'm looking forward to firing off these cannons, man. This is going to be awesome. Or like, I guess maybe I said we could use 6 cannons here because, well, why not when we have them in our inventory now. So, like so. Yeah, let's add one more because overwhelming firepower is awesome. Alright, so one more requested chest. I'm going to automate this. So this thing is now set. All of these chests are set to receive 5 artillery shells each. We can add in a couple more of these supply things. Or not supply things, but accumulators, right? Now I did add a roboport in here as well, but anyway, that's enough talking for now. Let us commence the firing of the big guns. Alright, here we go. Armageddon has begun. Look at that. We can see the individual artillery shells firing. Now for now they're firing at the closest ones, but look at that. When we zoom in, this really pisses off the biters. Right, in they come for the attack. And basically every base that gets attacked like this is going to send all of the local aliens at us. And I think this group is still preparing for an attack, or it's already dead and we simply don't know it yet because the radar hasn't been updating this little area. That's entirely possible. Anyway, they fire these things off very rapidly. That is very, very fast. But new artillery shells are coming because our robots are bringing them over. And pretty much immediately these things should be firing again. But I guess maybe they're calibrating for a new target. Because these things should be able to fire a lot further than this, I think. Even automatically. But I guess no, I guess their range is a little bit more limited than I thought. And let's see, automatic range 224, manual range 560. Right, so for the manual stuff, we have Where is it? There should be, right, the artillery targeting remote. Very important for us to have. Let us dedicate a button to it. Actually, we will dedicate this thing to it right here. Right, so now we can actually take a look at the map. So apparently we cannot fire over here because it is too close. That is good to know, but now we can just say we want to fire guns at all of this. Now when we zoom in, because we have radars in the guns, right? We can see what the shells see. And that is effective firing. And this thing should be dead as well. Let's just fire off one shot just to look at what it looks like. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of aliens there preparing for the attack. So let's fire off 2 more rounds. Boom. Another one. Boom. These guys are quite armored. Wow. But the bases, they pretty much get one-shotted. Look at that. We can very easily take out the biters, the defenses, the spawners. Now these guys are going to prepare for the attack, of course. We will fire off one of those here, one of those over here. But now we could safely expand to this area. There's a few more bases that I would like to kill off before we do so, however. Look at that. Boom. Boom, baby. Oh yeah. Artillery is great. Oh, we have some more iron ore over here. Just a little bit, but we are greedy and we're going to take it. We have coal over here as well, which we could take. We have copper over here that we could take. I'm going giddy with power, man. Look at that. Just absolutely destroying everything. Now we can see how many times this can be fired. So right now we have 5 shells that we could shoot at something. So this should decrease as guns are being fired. Now there are 2 shots remaining, but the orders remain. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah. The attacks are not quite as intense as I thought they would have been. But this is awesome. Look at that. Within 1 minute or 2 minutes of me just mucking around, we've cleared this entire area of biter bases, and we can now very safely expand. We can take this opportunity to basically move forward and colonize this area. There was nothing there. Right. This is the radar not being updated quickly enough. But that is awesome. Alright, so let me just walk out of here. We are going to make a blueprint out of this, of course, because this is awesome. So let's just drag over this area. We don't need this. We don't need all of those. We don't need this one. We don't need that one. All we really need is this right here. So we have used 446 walls, 63 accumulators, 26 solar panels, 40 laser turrets, 23 small electric poles, 13 lamps, 8 gates, 7 medium electrical poles, 6 fast inserters, 6 requester chests, 6 artillery turrets, and 1 roboport. And we will call this RT base. Save it, and we're going to put that one in here. Boom. All right. And now, of course, we could pick all of this up and we could redeploy it to somewhere else. But for now, I'm happy with where this is. This is not a problem for me. However, we can also say that we want to have this built over here somewhere. Something similar. Or over on this side, because we have bases here, right? And we can automatically have these cleared for us. So when we open up this book, we can switch over to... Wow. Alright, maybe this is a little bit overkill, because we have the defenses. We don't need to place this inside. What we can do instead is simply make a blueprint for the artillery itself. So we will drag this out. We will deselect all the things that we do not need. We don't need that one. Basically, this is all we need as long as we have a connection. Well, let's put in that one anyway, because this one will connect up this to the power. Will it though? It's getting power. No, actually this blueprint is no good. Well, but we didn't save it. Alright. Alright, so we need this power station. We don't need these. We don't need that one. Well, maybe we do. Let's just keep it in because it doesn't really cost us anything anyway. But we don't need any of the power. We don't need the robo port or anything like that. RT align. We will save this as well to that book. Alright, and now we could just say, let us zoom in or out for a moment. We can say that we want to have an artillery line right there. Now we should have all the materials available except for the requester chests. We're going to have to create those manually and send them into the system so that they can be placed. But that should be pretty quick. Everything else is connected to the power because of this pole right here, and everything else should be brought over immediately right now. I put in the requester chests, which are now being taken from me, probably. We can take a look. Yeah, I don't see them anymore, so that's good. Look at that. Robots are coming in to put in our artillery line. They need to repower. But things are happening. The requester chests should now also be on their way. There is power in the system. All we need are the chests, and then the ammo needs to be brought over, and then this artillery line will start clearing this entire sector of alien bases. And that should greatly reduce the level of stress that is on our base defenses. So that's going to be kind of awesome. Now we could also order some extra laser turrets to be made in this area, because of course aliens are going to want to attack this. So we will do this from a distance as well. Huh. The requested chests are not being brought over. Why, I wonder? Maybe it's just taking a little while to get all the way from here to there. Oh yeah, there they are. I'm being impatient, man. Let's get rid of some of these trees. Because we can. Right. And now, of course, that these requester chests are built, ammo should now be brought over. Also, we need to change the icon for the artillery cannons. I just remembered. Boom. So the ammo was made over here. We have all of these in the system. Oh, look at that. It's completely backed up. But yeah, here the robots come with the artillery shells. And as soon as they get here, these guys are also going to start clearing out bases in the area. Now my plan is to build a section of these artillery guns all around the base. So right now we have one base over here. Of course we have a line over here. We will have a line here, 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 or probably just here. We will have one here, another one there, maybe two over here. I don't know. We'll see. But that will keep the entire inner area of our base completely clean. Here we go. Because we are in the radar, we don't hear the sounds of the guns shooting. But here they come on the attack. The aliens are pissed. But we have too many laser turrets. So they're shit out of luck. This artillery line is now going to start clearing the bases within easy reach. So this one, I guess, is destroyed now. This one is destroyed, but we haven't seen it for a while. This one is still alive, so maybe they will fire over at this one as well. No, they have stuff, but we don't really have the range. Interesting. So maybe this got reduced a little bit compared to what it was before. I'm not entirely sure. We even get artillery firing from over here. Look at that. That's brilliant. Look, let's go for a little bit of overkill. But man, that is satisfying as hell after all this work that we put in. We still have some worms over here. We can get some artillery shells on them. Let's get some over here because we can, just for the overkill effect. They're already dead. But fuck you, you're attacking my base. Boom. Anyway, rocket control is done. Let's research something else. Laser turret shooting speed 5 would be nice. And then I think we're going to be putting a cut in here because we've been playing for a while. And the next video is probably going to be about me expanding to different places. We're going to be taking this. Yeah, we're going to go in a bunch of different directions for sure. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.